So, it's May 2009. Dad's 85. Tells us he's going to die. Well, not exactly. More like there's a possibility he's going to die in about 6 months. He doesn't have a surgery to fix his abdominal aortic aneurysm. But the surgery is a real bitch. Might kill him on the operating table. Or, if not, the recovery would be long and ugly. Doc tells Dad he better consult the kids, because usually kids insist that parents do everything they can to stay alive. So Dad asks us, is it okay if he takes the 6-month option? Because the Yankees are headed toward winning the pennant, and he wants to be around and lucid to see that happen. And of course, we would love to have Dad around for a bunch more time. We love him. But the Yankees are life for Dad. And he's a gambling man. And so we all agree, yes, it's his life. He should put his money on the 6 months and watch the Yankees win the series, which they do. 6 months later, around the time Dad's supposed to die. But not only doesn't he die, Dad seems to be thriving. He's strong, upright, funny, and as big a curmudgeon as ever. So what now? Surgery, anyone? Hell no, Dad still wants to take his chances, so we just carry on. Now, my family, we've always been a little casual about the topic of death. Not morbid, not eager for it, just easy with it. And for me, I think that it began when I was 6. And Mom included me in my beloved grandfather Bopo's passing. I had watched for months as Mom lovingly focused on making her dying father comfortable. And the day before he passed at the hospital, when I touched Bopo's cold foot that was poking out from under the stiff green sheets he lay under, he jerked it a little, and I knew he wanted me to cover it. And so I did. And then I looked up and out the window above his bed as far as I could see, because that's what he had taught me to do. And I knew, just like my mom had said, that he would always be with me. And he has been. He just stepped out of his body. So Dad lives another year, during which we increase our phone conversations, except that he's going deaf and we get tired of shouting and misunderstandings, and so I start flying from LA, where I live, to Denver, where he is, every few weeks, because. And one day I'm on the couch with Dad, and he tells me about the time he's sitting in jail, busted for a DUI, and he prays to St. Jude. He says, if you get me through this and get me back home and give me just 1 year, I swear I'll be happy. And what kind of deal was that, he says. Hell, I got 25 more years. Can't renege on the agreement now. I got to be happy with every extra day I get to live. And oh boy, he sure tries to shed his Murphy's Law syndrome and to appreciate his life, the simple pleasures, his Yankees, football, his New York crossword puzzles he does in pen, spy novels, his ration of nuts he eats each day to keep his cholesterol under control. He hangs out with his buddies at the VFW. He drives my blind mother around. He's still a grumpy, opinionated old fart who is constantly anxious about money. It's not all fun and games, but he is present there. And he and I talk about his death a lot, usually with a sense of humor. Like on the phone one day, he says, I'm on my way out, and it's clear that I'm shedding all abilities and strength I once had one by one. I'll go out of here naked with my arms outstretched and upward. Right now, I'm down to a loincloth, 1 brown sock, and the ragged waistband of that pair of underwear from World War II I wore. I love you, darling. Bye-bye. And each time he says something like that, I think this is it. The final goodbye. But no, he lives another year, which includes him shuffling out the door singing, "Give my regards to Broadway." He's leaning on his brand new cane and he's wagging his skinny ass in perfect rhythm, little wave over his shoulder to me, and I'm thinking, okay, this is it. This. Nope. So we grow into this habit of indirectly saying goodbye while treating each other like every time is the last time we will see or talk to each other. Because that's what he told me to do when I was 10, shortly after my best friend's dad died in a car accident. Great advice. And I did my best. I tried to do that since I was 10. And now here we were, facing the real test, right? 3 years pass. 4 years. He keeps going, refusing to let me help him stand up from a chair, although he's needing to lean hard on that cane, and it takes him forever. But he says that if he doesn't do it on his own, he'll stop being able to, and also he adds, "Stop asking me if I've eaten, it's belittling." So we go to lunch one day, and he's so tickled when I teach him how to use chopsticks. And afterwards, we're sitting in the car, and he puts his hand over mine, and he says, happiness is something you usually recognize in retrospect, in the rearview mirror. But right now, this moment, I know I'm happy. 5 years. 6. He grows weaker. We grow closer, and something shifts. We become equals. We look and see each other. We shed our child-parent dynamic. We avoid reversing roles. He becomes a curiosity to me. And I detach myself from needing us to agree on things, which ironically allows us to agree on things, including politics. So at 7.5 years after the diagnosis, after a bout with shingles, Dad's anxious and sleepless. He weighs 109 pounds. He was 5'10", 109. And his cardiologist says to him, "George, eat anything you want." All the tamales, all the anything, including salt and sugar. And Dad asked me later, he says, What was up with that? All that's bad for me, my heart. What about my heart? And I say, "It's because you're dying, Dad." And he says, "Well, I've been dying for 8 years." I say, "Yeah, well, we're dying every day." "Oh, come on, old man, things are different. You're fading." You got to see that. At this point, what are you getting by denying yourself? Another week? A month? Maybe. But it'll be miserable. You won't enjoy yourself. Maybe it's time to think of every meal like it's your last one. Eat what you'd eat if it was the last thing you'd ever get to eat. He's quiet for a minute. And then he says, "Go buy me a pint of French vanilla ice cream." You smart ass. So he loosens up some. And one night I walk in and he's not wearing his dentures. He looks so sweet and vulnerable. I start laughing and he says, "What? You never seen a man without teeth?" Now, my dad's dad, he was something else. He was a real mean son of a bitch Chicago cop with 200 bar fights under his belt. And the last time Dad talked to him, he asked my grandfather, "Do you remember how you used to poke me in the chest with that big index finger?" And asked, "Do you like me, George? Do you like me?" Well, I didn't just like you. I loved you. And apparently, at my grandfather's funeral, a bunch of old coots came up to Dad and told him that his dad had been walking around boasting that he had a son who loved him. Dad's aneurysm finally ruptured 2 months shy of 8 years after the he was given those 6 months, and he's swept off to the hospital, and I'm in LA. So on the phone, Dad says, "Well, kid, this is it." And it was, finally. Oh, my father. World War II Air Force vet, flew 44 missions on a B-24 fighting the fascists at 19 years old, and he went out at age 93, conscious and with his boots on. After Dad passes, the holiday is over. In quick succession, I lose 7 people, including my sister, my best friend, and my mother. So much loss. Leaves me a bit ragged. And then this past spring, Carl and I are in Hobosh, Mexico, a remote island off the coast of Cancun. And the first day, I'm just uptight. I'm grumpy. I'm resisting enjoyment for some reason, and I'm sitting on the beach in the shade, all stiff and covered up, and I'm talking to a woman around my age, Eve, about aging. And I tell her that in my youth I was a lifeguard, swimming instructor, and a competitive swimmer. And she asks why I haven't gone in the water yet. I have no answer, but I'm thinking, getting older is mandatory. Acting older is optional. We talk some more. Death comes up, and Eve says she wants to die with her boots on. And as I'm thinking, like Dad, she says, "Go take a swim." And without thinking, I shed my cover and I walk out to this stunningly beautiful green sea. It's tranquil, it's warm, and there. And the moment my foot touches the water, I become one with it. Graceful, strong, I could swim for miles. I look up and out as far as I can, like Bopo told me to, and something in me shifts. Everything, everything, becomes rich and full. Even the aching fatigue in my arms and legs is a treasure. I think, this may be the last time I ever get to do this. See this. Certainly I will never have this exact moment again. Oh, Laurie, don't miss the moments. Death is more than the long-haul cycle the body goes through over time. Death is with us all day, every day. Every event, moment, and breath we take has a beginning, middle, and end. Things are continuously being born and ceasing. It's not just other people we should treat as though it's the last time we'll see them, but also each moment. Good, difficult, or mundane, every moment should be embraced and marveled at. Oh, the life of it. Like Joe Black, who took his time savoring every moment of life he experienced on his holiday. That's what Hobosh did for me, along with the memory of my Bopo, Dad's words and actions, and his and my interaction on our 8-year holiday from death.